Welcome back, everybody, to Mrs. McArthur's Mindfulness Message. How are you guys doing? Today, we are going to be talking about the word worry. I'm sure you guys have heard of that word before, right? Adults like to call it stress or anxiety. We are going to specifically be talking about how you tend to your worries. And in order for me to really explain it well, we're going to go outside in my garden. I'm going to show you something. Hold tight. Hello, everybody. We're out here in my beautiful garden. The question that I asked you is, are you tending to your worries? I'm going to show you an example. Worries can be a lot like tomatoes. Make a hole in the ground, plant a seed, and water. You continue to water, and soon enough, a little tiny shoot will come out. Pretty soon, if you keep tending to your plant, and you keep watering, and you have the sun shining down, pretty soon, it'll look like this tomato plant right here. Eventually, if you keep tending, and you keep watering, and you keep giving that plant enough attention, it'll grow really, really tall, and soon enough, you'll have lots of tomatoes. So many tomatoes, in fact, that you might have to learn how to make tomato soup and tomato sauce, and you'll have tomato sandwiches, maybe even tomato ice cream? I know, that's kind of silly, but it's true. If you tend and give attention to your worries, pretty soon you will have so many worries that it might feel overwhelming. So if you feel like that's you, then this message is perfect. So pay attention. So, after we've seen that analogy of planting that little tiny seed and watering it and tending to it, growing into a big, big tomato plant, have you been tending to your worries? If so, one of the things that we can do is identify if our worries are overwhelming to us. A lot of people think that worries are all in our head, and that's simply not true. Our worries can manifest in our bodies. Manifest is a pretty big word. That means be revealed, where we can actually feel the worry in parts of our body. Sometimes we might get a headache or a stomach ache. We might get dizzy or even nauseous, or sometimes just feel really weak in our bodies. So that's manifestation in our bodies from the worries or the thoughts that we might have. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by your worries and you've tended to them too much, there are things that you can do to help. Now, it's not easy, but one of the things that you can do is not give your worry as much attention, right? If we don't give a tomato plant water or sunlight or attention, simply it will go away and eventually die. So, it's not as easy as it sounds, but it's something that you could do. You could try to ignore your worries or not pay attention to them as much. However, if that's something that you feel like you've tried and you can't do, one of the other things you could do is talk to your parents or your grandparents or an aunt or uncle, maybe even an older sibling, and you can write down things that you can control and things that you can't control. I know that with everything that's happening in the world right now, it might feel pretty overwhelming and make those worry thoughts grow even more. But I promise you, if you just be in the moment and have mindful thoughts, live one day at a time, it will be so much better for your mental health and for your worries to go away eventually. So let's talk about things that you can control. Okay? And you can write a list down too. I would love for you to write a list down of the things you can control. So you can control your words. You can control your actions and behavior. You can control your ideas, how you play, how much effort you put into something, and you can control your mistakes. Now, things that you cannot control: other people's actions, other people's words, other people's play, other people's ideas, other people's feelings, and other people's mistakes. You can't control everything that's going on in the world right now, but what you can control is how you think about it and what you do about it. Okay? So the next video I'm going to share is a meditation for you to hopefully just be in the moment and let your worries subside or go away. Thank you for listening, everybody. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and week. Be mindful. Hello, beautiful students and families. Thank you so much for being here for your mindfulness practice. We're going to go to the beach. I want you to get into a comfortable position, preferably lying down. And I would like for you to close your eyes and relax as much as possible. And make all of your worries and your negative thoughts or stress from the day to just go away. Let's begin. You're walking down a long wooden stairway to a very beautiful, expansive beach. It looks almost deserted and stretches off into the distance as far as you can see. The sand is very fine and light, almost white in appearance. You step onto the sand in your bare feet and rub it in between your toes. It feels so good to walk slowly along this beautiful beach. The roaring sound of the surf is so soothing that you can just let go of anything on your mind. You're watching the waves ebb and flow. They are slowly coming in, breaking over each other, and then slowly flowing back out again. The ocean itself is a very beautiful shade of blue, a shade of blue that is so relaxing just to look at it. You look out over the surf of the ocean all the way to the horizon, and then follow the horizon as far as you can see, noticing how it bends slightly downward as it follows the curvature of the earth. As you scan the ocean, you can see many miles offshore, a tiny sailboat skimming along the surface of the water. And all these sights help you just let go As you continue walking down the beach, you become aware of the fresh, salty smell of that beautiful sea air. You take in a deep breath. Breathe out and feel very refreshed and even more relaxed. Overhead, you notice 2 seagulls flying out to sea, looking very graceful as they soar into the wind, and you imagine how you might feel yourself if you had the freedom to fly. You find yourself settling into a deep state of relaxation as you continue walking down the beach. You feel the sea breeze blowing gently against your cheek and the warmth of the sun overhead penetrating your neck and shoulders. The warm, liquid sensation of the sun just relaxes you even more. And you're beginning to feel perfectly content on this beautiful beach. It's such a lovely day. In a moment, up ahead, you see a comfortable-looking beach chair. Slowly, you begin to approach the beach chair. And when you finally reach it, you sit back and settle in. Laying back in this comfortable beach chair, you let go and relax even more, drifting even deeper into relaxation. In a little while, you might just close your eyes even more tightly and just listen to the sound of the surf, the unending cycle of waves ebbing and flowing, and the rhythmic sound of the surf carries you even deeper, deeper still, into a wonderful state of quietness and peace. Let's take some more deep breaths and count. 3 in. 1, 2, 3, out. 1, 2, 3, in. 1, 2, 3, out. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes now and hopefully take this beautiful, deep, relaxing feeling with you for the rest of the day and maybe even the rest of the week. Goodbye for now.